At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Welcome to Service FM Stadium for Football SA's broadcast of Round 4 of the Apex Steel WNPL season here in South Australia. We've got two fantastic games coming your way from this venue tonight. Kicking off in a couple of minutes' time, it's Adelaide University against Salisbury Inter, and at 8:15 it's Football SA NTC against Flinders United. 2 of 3 matches going on this evening. Also at 8 o'clock, it's West Torrens Burkalla against Adelaide Comets at Jack Smith Park. Hope you stay with us for these games from this venue. Well, these two sides both come in to this match with 6 points, having won 2 of their opening 3 matches, both in terrific form and looking like being among the better teams for season 2026. Salisbury Inter is the away side tonight. They won their first 2 matches, went down to a narrow 2-1 loss to West Adelaide, the league leaders, last week, but they've brought in their trump card, Cote Rojas, this evening, coming in for Lexi Knox, who goes to the substitute bench, probably as a precaution, having been coming off injured last week. So interside, Matilda Comley in goals. The back 4, Isabella Coimpsis, Hannah Freer, Gabby DeMarco and Michaela Vidmar. In midfield, it's Talia Rankin, Yui Fuji and Georgia Box. And up forward, Marcella Brooks and Claudia Hewitt join Cote Rojas. Well, Adelaide Uni had a big win over Metro Stars last week, their second of the season, to also bring them to 6 points and get them into the top half of the ladder. They'll be starting with Evie Goldsmith in goals, a back 4 of Sophie Burke, Emily Bouchereau, Macy Borton and Molly Simmons. In midfield, Chinatsu Ko, Alicia Panagakos and Charlie King. And up forward, Savannah Frisbee, Samantha Maudsley and Chloe Richardson. The respective coaches tonight. For Adelaide Uni, it's Duncan Song, and for Salisbury Inter, it's Carl Maynard. And as you can see, the teams are out in the middle, and the respective captains, Matilda Comley captaining Salisbury Inter tonight, and Alicia Panagakos captaining Adelaide Uni, just doing the coin toss at the moment. with the officials, referee Lee Pryor, and the assistants Joshua Farrell and Renee Cheng. Both teams in their huddle. Have a quick look at the benches. For Inter, it's Talea Grombol, Gabriella Fazzolari, Selena Cravo, Lexi Knox, Zoe Jackson, Zoe Wiseman, and Jasmine Forward. And for Uni, it's Talea Grombol, Poppy Clark, Bree Hammersley, Amy Wallace, Minnie Clark, and their reserve keeper is Topaz Pavlicek. Should be an absolutely terrific game here. Referee Pryor about to call the teams over. Both these sides will be in a position to at least temporarily join West Adelaide on 9 points, the league leaders. West will be playing Campbelltown tomorrow. And it's going to be Adelaide Uni kicking off in their traditional black kit. They'll be kicking to the right-hand side as you see it. That's to the southern or city end here at Service FM Stadium. And Panagakos gets them away nice and early, but Rankin has it. But now it's with Adelaide Uni again. Back with Panna. Out to the left-hand side where Frisbee is. Chance to attack. And get the ball into the middle. There's players forward and an early chance. And a chance for KO to score. Important block by Comley, and then the follow-up shot was blocked as well. Huge chance for Uni in just 30 seconds of play. It's going to be Burke with the throw, who scored at about this time of the match last week against Metro Stars in Uni's big 5-2 win. Frisbee with Michaela Vidmar for company. And it's gone out. It's going to be a corner. Well, very good start for Adelaide Uni, and they get themselves a chance with a set piece early. It's going to be KO to go over and take it. Good numbers in the 6-yard area for Adelaide Uni. Can they make it count? Richardson signalling, standing right in front of interkeeper Comley. And Comley hasn't been able to get there, and it's been turned in. Looks like Boucher got it for Uni. The defender on the score sheet. And what a start. Just as they did last week, Adelaide Uni have struck early. Well, it's like kicking off the match 1-0 down for Adelaide, for Salisbury Inter. They've barely had a touch on the ball so far. Here's Coimpsis, the left back. Trying to get the ball along. Free kick will be given for the challenge on Hewitt. Plays it quickly. Oh, but they're under pressure again. Good work there, however, by Fuji. Back through to Hewitt, but Richardson's intercepted. Good pressure early from Uni. Coimpsis has it. Gets it back to Comley. Comley now has Freer. Coimpsis. Up the wing towards Rojas. First game of the season for the Chilean forward. Switches it inboard, looking for Marcella Brooks. Headed away by Bouchereau. Here is Brooks. who's been red hot for Inter in these opening rounds. 5 goals from 3 matches. Chance to turn and get the ball onto Hewitt. It's gone just a little bit too far. Molly Simmons will be able to tidy up and get the ball back to Goldsmith, who gets the ball up Uni's attacking right. It's going to go out for a throw. But what a start for what is technically the home team tonight, Adelaide Uni. Both these sides share this venue, of course. Battling on the ground there was KO, but Inter has it. Rankin trying to get it through, and Bouchereau clears again. Coimpsis to come and take the throw. Rojas is up the wing. Looking for a run. Box offers. But it's towards Rojas, who heads on. It's hooked away by Panagakos, and Uni have a chance to get away with Frisbee here. Burke has made an overlapping run and wanted to get the ball in. That was an important block by DeMarco, but Burke has it again. They're looking good early, Uni. KO, it's out to Richardson, but the flag's gone up. But once again, really, really good movement by Adelaide Uni early in this match. Comley with the free kick. Here's Coimpsis, and it's gone out. Coimpsis. Rojas moves forward. They're going to gain a little bit of ground with the ball going out off Molly Simmons, Inter. Coimpsis again. Now Rojas has it. But again, it's put out. This time it goes back. Freer. DeMarco. Intercepted. Good play there by Charlie King. And trying to get it forward there is Frisbee. Flag's gone up, however, against Maudsley. Comley to take. Switches it out to where Coimpsis is making a run. It's a good ball, and Coimpsis has got a bit of time here. Coimpsis wanted to turn inboard and get it to Rojas, but Chloe Richardson puts it out. Here is Rojas, playing against the team that she first played for. Now the ball, I don't know if it even went out. It did. There was a flag in the end by the assistant referee, I should say. Coimpsis tries to get around Richardson and does, but Panagakos comes in, and now it's Inter that has a corner and a chance from a set piece. Coming to take it is Fuji, who was very good last week in the narrow loss to West. Swing it. It's going to be the outswinger with the left boot. Some runs being made, including by Vidmar. But it's gone back towards the post. And Bouchereau's got a bit of time to be able to get the ball away. Just wants a bit of a runner, only KO ahead. And gives KO a chance here. Gets onto the ball on the attacking left. Shinatsu KO has 2 goals so far this season. That's a good ball towards Richardson. And was just held up enough to allow Comley to claim the ball. But really liking the way Uni are moving the ball forward. Very fluid in attack. Burke Dispossessed. There's box for Inter, but Panagakos has it. Puts it back up the wing. And now here goes Frisbee. Pushing into the area, wants to get the ball in and does so, but there was a lot on that ball and it flew across the face. Fuji. That's a good ball up in the Rojas direction. Rojas just wanted to play it out to Hewitt. Oh, and has won it back well over Panagakos. Rojas now. Brooks. Good move by Inter on the counter. Brooks, that's a good challenge by Bouchereau. Into second corner. No, in fact, it's going to be a goal kick. Last touch ruled to be off the Inter forward. The ball's back with Bouchereau. Oh, but nearly showed a bit too much of it for Rojas. It was safe enough in the end to Goldsmith. Long ball. And turned back. Oh, there's an opportunity here. Oh, Samantha Maudsley was hunting, but Comley got the ball away. Now it's back with Sophie Burke and has time to turn around. But back to Goldsmith. Out to the right-hand side where Simmons is. There was a lot on that. Simmons has done well to just hold on under pressure. Out from KO. It's going to be a throw-in for Coimpsis. Once again, Rojas the likely target. That's where it goes. Under pressure. Back to Coimpsis. Oh, this ball across, though, is going to go to Frisbee of Adelaide Uni, but good challenge there by Vidmar. Plays it back to Rankin, a little bit deeper than she has been in previous weeks, Talia Rankin. But holding on to the ball well. Header away by Simmons and Panagakos helps it along. Here's Rankin again, but again it's been repelled by the Uni defence, but not for long. Fuji. Hewitt. Takes on Simmons. Rojas. Turns beautifully. Still Cote Rojas. And Goldsmith denies the Inter striker. It's another corner for Inter though. Now starting to get a little bit more of the ball into their attacking areas. And once again, it's Fuji going over to take it. Most of the Inter players just hanging back a bit, maybe just looking to make a run into the hot spot. Oh, and that was a pretty good header in the end. But saved by Goldsmith again. It was Talia Rankin trying to open her account. She's certainly been involved in Inter goals in these early rounds. Nearly scored one herself. This time, Fuji can swing it in. Rojas is ahead of the near post. Jogs back. Brooks makes a run. It's high into the hot spot towards Rankin again. And out for a goal kick. So it's Macy Borton over the ball for the goal kick for Uni. Goldsmith up. And the header on nearly by Maudsley, but away there for Inter by Fuji. And now they're getting the ball to Rojas direction. Rojas just couldn't hold on. And ball's gone back to Goldsmith. KO. Coimpsis was there first and just played it nicely to Box. Another player playing against a former club, Georgia Box, formerly of Adelaide Uni. Freer. DeMarco. Wanted to play along the carpet. KO got in the way well to make sure the ball didn't get to Rojas. And now it's with Comley. Into half time. Gets it back, the interkeeper. Freer. There's some room here on the left. Freer wants to get it through to Hewitt, but that's a good interception there and some very good play out of defence there by Borton, trying to get the ball up to Richardson, who gets a touch. Richardson inboard is not bad, but an important intervention by Fuji. Back to Comley. So Inter have just gotten themselves a little bit more into the flow of the game, but early on they were on the back foot. Coimpsis. Fuji. Comley. DeMarco. Now into just waiting to build. Freer. And good pressure by the uni forwards, just making sure there's no out. And Comley goes long in the end, down the middle, towards where Rankin is. But Bouchereau's header. Now here's Rojas. Cote Rojas, ball inboard. Goldsmith anticipated it well. Just picked that Rojas wasn't going directly for goal. And crucially, made sure she got to that attempted centre. Richardson battling away. Here's KO. Now Frisbee's got some space here. Flag's gone up though. Free kick for Inter. Comley again heads out towards the left. The ball's been headed towards Coimpsis. That's a good ball for Rojas. Good touch inboard. Hewitt. Rojas. Slaloming through, and the flag had gone up, unfortunately, for Cote Rojas. A nice combination with Hewitt. Teammates last year, Hewitt and Rojas, but at Flinders United, I should say. Now together at Salisbury Inter. Free kick with Goldsmith. Up the right-hand side for Uni. Richardson gets a touch, KO. It's going to be cleared by DeMarco. And touched on by Rojas for Brooks. Brooks wanting to take on Bouchereau. Bouchereau got a touch and an important one as well. King, Frisbee, under pressure from Vidmar, and it was good pressure because it got the ball to Rankin. Brooks wants to hook it over to Rojas. It's a well-weighted ball. Rojas just trying to hook the ball forwards, and that's going to be a free kick against Fuji. Goldsmith now. Up towards Richardson. Header's going to go out, and it's going to be an Inter throw, which Coimpsis can take. Well done there by Simmons to make sure that she got the ball out of harm's way, but it's another throw for Inter. And this time, the ball is going to go Uni's way. Simmons. Rojas got in the way there, but it's fallen for KO. Panagakos getting in there well for Inter, and winning the free kick was Talia Rankin. Rankin's played a little bit closer to the forward line in recent weeks, but there's been a bit of a reshuffle today with Cote Rojas coming in up forward and Lexi Knox out. Means that Rankin has dropped a little into a more creative area, but started the game well. And here's Fuji to float in the free kick for Inter. It's into a good area, but that's really well claimed by Evie Goldsmith, who can go long. Headed away. Now it's going to fall to Hewitt. Brings the ball down. Freer. Kuimsis. And, good pressure there by Chloe Richardson, and it's a uni throw. Vorton. Kuimsis wins the header on that occasion. Box. Simmons wins it again for uni. And now it's with Maudsley. Burke. Wanting Frisbee. Battling there with Vidmar. Frisbee has looked good on the attacking left. Gets a ball in and wins the corner. And the same corner from which Adelaide Uni scored in the second minute of the game. KO to go over and deliver again. And can they get the same result? Panagakos is on the front post. Most of the rest of the uni players are behind the back post. And referee Pryor just having a word with Richardson, I think. But doing the same manoeuvre as last time, just trying to get in Comley's road. The ball hasn't been cleared, and again it was Bouchereau. Panagakos has it, but is having to move away from goal, trying to bring it back and get the cross in, but there were too many Inter players in the end and it's been cleared. Here's Burke. Gets it across to KO. KO looking to get a cross in and does really, really well. And it's at the back post. And it's flag's gone up. Offside. It was good battling there by Richardson, who, however, had just strayed the wrong side of the defence before the ball was played. Freer. Across to DeMarco. Freer has plenty of space here and can advance a bit further. Instead holds on, gives it to Coimsis. Good pressure again by Richardson, who's been very bright early. Simmons. It's gone over only as far as Fuji, and it's back with Coimsis, but it's gone out. Simmons. Inboard. And, well, King's gone down there. Nothing doing. Battling away as KO. Clearance is blocked. So it comes out to Frisbee, who can run at the defence and try to get the ball through. Burke is onside here. And the cross comes to Comley. We've played nearly 23 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. For all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions, it's Adelaide Uni 1, Salisbury Inter 0. Emily Bouchereau with the early goal. And we thank our partner Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. Here's Fuji. Into just being pushed backwards a bit here. Long from Comley towards Hewitt, who just tries to nod it on, but that's out for a throw. Simmons to take. Headed on well there by Maudsley. But it's Freer just trying to hook it away. The ball's just gone high and not any real distance. Good battling there by Box, and that allows Fuji to take over in Rankin. Panagakos with a timely interception. Burke. Now, they've not straight offside on this occasion, but the ball ran through to Matilda Comley. Vidmar. Inboard for Box, but cleared by Simmons. Vidmar will go back and take the throw. One of the players on the field with A-League experience has played at Canberra United, as has Cote Rojas. And wants to get it up the wing towards Rojas now, who heads the ball on, but it's out by Borton. Just going to wait for another ball. No. Vidmar with the throw, gets it back. Wants to hook it over towards Hewitt. Under pressure there was King. Hewitt has it and gets it out to Rankin. There's three in the middle if Rankin can find the cross, but has won the corner. No, it's goal kick. Goal kick for Adelaide Uni, who've started very well. Inter have worked their way back into the flow of the game, but absolutely Adelaide Uni are worth their lead. Have looked very, very polished when they're bringing the ball forward. Inter have come back from behind to win already this season, notably against Campbelltown in round 2. Can they do it again today? And Uni have led every game that they've played in. The only match they didn't win against Comets, they were 2-1 up and had a player sent off. Ended up losing 3-2. So it's a pretty good form line for the home team. Throw in for Coimpsis. Just waiting to get it up towards Brooks. Brooks is going to want to try and get it quickly because Rojas is one-on-one. That's a really good throw. Rojas and Bouchereau. Bouchereau made the challenge. But more urgency from Inter. They're going to wait for Coimpsis to come up and take it on this occasion. Box. Holding on well, Coimpsis. But KO has it. It's going to go back Inter's way though with Fuji. Wins the throw. Coimpsis again. Rojas is really the only option. That's where it goes, but there's too much on that one. And it's an Adelaide Uni goal kick. Goldsmith. Coimpsis wins it. Here's Hewitt. Fuji. Ball through from Rankin. That's a nice clip over by Fuji, headed away by Burke. Panagakos' header, her eventual clearance is blocked. Rankin to Brooks to Rojas. Good challenge, Simmons, but then another good challenge this time by Coimpsis. Hewitt brings it inboard, and it's cleared. A better pressure from Inter now. Can they make it count? Box. Flag's gone up. So it's going to be a throw-in for Adelaide Uni. Closing in on the half-hour mark. Molly Simmons with the throw. Oh, but Hewitt's there. And Simmons' clearance will get up the wing, but it's not going to stay in. Coimpsis trying to get to box. Simmons in the way again. Good challenge there by Fuji. Just can't quite get the clearance that they're looking for, Uni, and stay pinned in their defensive half. But importantly, they haven't given away a chance for Inter to score and have a goal kick. Once again, the routine is to play it to Goldsmith to kick. Richardson out by Coimpsis. Well, these two sides shared the honours in their meetings last year. Uni winning in the first half of the season in their match against Inter. Inter winning the return, which was played at Mount Barker, as it happens. Vidmar. Rankin just wanted to chip it out to the right-hand side, but Burke was there. But Rankin's come and won it back well. Looks inboard. Wanted to get the ball through the box, but Panagakos read it. Oh, Box came back to win it. Hewitt. Good battling from both teams in this game. Borton with the clearance. Freer. Fuji's come through in one possession, and Coimpsis. Back to Fuji. Just pointing, and KO with the interception. And in the end, it goes back to Comley. Uni players just sitting off apart from Maudsley, which allows Inter to play out. Through Freer. Ball interception that time by KO. But DeMarco came through. Rankin. Just haven't quite made it flow as they would have liked through the middle areas. But now Freer has beaten KO's challenge, but again Borton was in the way. Coimpsis now, Rankin is closest. Box offers. And Rojas. That's where it goes. That's another throw. Again, Borton getting in the road. Worth remembering, it's still a pretty young defence overall for Adelaide Uni. And they've answered all the questions so far. Coimpsis battling with Richardson. That's been a terrific battle so far. Rankin trying to get it through. Richardson again. But it's come back off Maudsley and Inter have possession. Through DeMarco. Oh, and not sure if DeMarco was trying to catch Goldsmith out there, but it has gone to the Uni keeper. Oh, but it's been back by Rankin to Brooks, to Rojas. Now Rojas might get the other side of the defence. Surely scores and does. Cote Rojas is back, folks, and she's made it 1-1. It didn't take long in her first appearance. Needed to battle in the penalty area to win possession, but when she did, there was only ever going to be one outcome. Great goal by Koto Rojas. Now Panagakos long for Uni, who want to restore their advantage. They certainly were worth it early on, but I think that goal also represented some better attack from Salisbury Inter and a reflection that they did have a lot of the ball and in some decent areas in the most recent part of this half, and they're trying to push forward again, and Bouchereau was in the way, but offside against KO. Terrific battle between the teams that came into this game respectively in 3rd and 5th spot, but only separated by a goal difference. In 4th and 5th spot, I should say. Goldsmith with the free kick up towards Richardson, who does well there and wants to get the return from King. Panagakos has run out of room. Fuji gets Brooks one-on-one against Bouchereau, but Bouchereau should get there first and turn away. Simmons, Coimsis comes through there. We've played just over 35 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal System scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. It's Adelaide Uni 1, Salisbury Inter 1. And we thank our partner, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, bringing you this very, very entertaining and evenly matched game between Adelaide Uni and Salisbury Inter, currently 1-1. Coimsis. It's going to be another throw for Salisbury Inter. Rojas wants it short, but it goes towards Brooks, who gets the header onto box. Rojas holding on well, but going back towards the defence, but finds DeMarco. Oh, and that ball might break there for Hewitt. It had come off Borton, and luckily for Adelaide Uni, there was just enough on the touch. Get to Goldsmith, who gets it up towards Richardson again. This has been a battle royale between Richardson and Coimsis here. The Adelaide Uni right back and the Salisbury Inter left back. And it's the Adelaide Uni right back. Simmons with the throw. Fuji gets there. And that's going to be a free kick for the challenge on Talia Rankin. Talia Rankin, who has also played for Uni, but not this Uni, Uni of New South Wales, and has come to South Australia and looking a great addition for this Salisbury Inter side. Freer across to DeMarco. Oh, that touch has fallen King's way. King now tries to finish and has just put it wide. And Matilda Comley just got into a position that made it a little bit awkward for Charlie King. She, of course, was at Inter last year, but couldn't put one past her old side on that occasion. But a bit of a let-off for Inter. And now Comley gets it away, under pressure on that occasion again from King. Rankin trying to get it up towards Brooks, but Bouchereau comes through with the big header. Throw in to be taken by Vidmar. It's going to be headed back towards Frisbee, but here's Box. DeMarco. Inboard looking for Hewitt and finds her. Back over to Coimsis. Coimsis has to go forward herself. There's nobody ahead of her. And cut off there well by Simmons. Coimsis. Rojas trying to find some space. And gets it. But won there by Panagakos, her former teammate. All the way back to DeMarco. Fuji. And it's back with Comley. Out towards Freer. Manages to win it under the attention of Richardson. Comley now inboard, finds Rankin. And advances the interkeeper. Box. Brings it down well. Inboard to Hewitt. Hewitt now, Rojas. Wants to take on Borton. Wants to take on Simmons. Rojas weaving away into the penalty area. Crosses headed away though. Good pressure here by Rankin, but Panagakos was strong in the challenge. And now gets King up against Hannah Freer. Hannah Freer deals with it though and gets it back to Comley. Freer, Coimsis is up the wing and that's where it goes. Coimsis can turn and bring it inboard and get the return from Hewitt. And it's out for a throw in. Tremendous action here at Service FM Stadium in the opening match of round 4. Adelaide Uni and Salisbury Inter, two of the real form sides in this competition. Rojas turns, looks for the return from Brooks. It's going to be yet another throw on this left-hand side from an Inter point of view. Coimsis, oh, it's hit Brooks's back, but that's okay. But Brooks's ball there is going to go straight to Goldsmith. Borton. Simmons. Oh, that ball inboard has gone to Box, but Box wasn't able to stay on her feet on that occasion. Fuji gets it to Coimsis. Lovely ball inboard by Brooks, finds Rojas, who wants to get Hewitt on the run against Sophie Burke. Burke is held on well though and gets it out for a throw in. His frisbee was prominent in the early minutes for Uni, but ball hasn't been out on that wing so much in more recent times in this game. Frisbee, who like Samantha Maudsley, who's in the number 9 position tonight for Adelaide Uni, both from the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, bringing great international flavour and great ability as well, it has to be said, to this competition. Now that throw in, Bouchereau is there, has time. Just holds on a little bit and just gets it across to Simmons. Under pressure from Rojas. Simmons will get it back to Borton. Looking for Richardson, but Coimsis read that. Oh, but the ball went straight back to Borton. Richardson under pressure. Outnumbered by Inter players, and Freer pushes forward. That's going to be a free kick to Rojas. And probably going to be Yui Fuji to swing it in. With the left foot, Brooks and Rankin getting themselves into position to get on the end of this free kick. Would be a terrific time to score. There's never a bad time to score, but of course we are very close to the half-time whistle. Here's Fuji's free kick. But goes to Coimsis. Gets it back. It didn't want to use the unfavoured right. The Uni defence has come out. It's chipped over by DeMarco. And it's with Goldsmith. Just a minute to go plus stoppages, of which there have not been many. Frisbee does well. Burke. Back out wide, looking to get the ball up the left wing. And Burke again. With the cross. And it's Coimsis in the road. And Inter will have it with Rankin here. Sorry, with Hewitt, I should say, who turned. But the ball's gone back. And there's enough on it for Comley to wait for it to enter the penalty area and get it to Fuji, who's got some space. Fuji, that's not a bad ball. Trying to put Boucher under pressure, that's almost certainly going to be a free kick. To the Uni centre-back. We're just about to head into stoppage time on the One World LED and Sportal systems for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. It's Adelaide Uni 1, Salisbury Inter 1. And we thank our partner Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, for bringing you this game and the competition. Here goes Hewitt. Box. Wants to get Rojas one-on-one. Rojas has anticipated it. Gets in towards the penalty area. Rojas again. Great save, Goldsmith. That's a really, really good save by the Adelaide Uni goalkeeper. And it's out for a throw. Well, those situations are tough enough for any keeper, but up against one of the all-time greats in the WNPL, Cote Rojas, it's even harder. But Goldsmith stood up well there. We've played nearly a minute of stoppages, so we're in the hands of referee Pryor as to when the half-time whistle will be blown. Is there time for one more attack from Inter? Coimsis brings it in board. Richardson and wins the free. Fuji quickly knows that there's not much time. This time it should probably go into the penalty area or else the whistle might get blown. Fuji's delivery. It's right towards the penalty area. Is it going to drop for Rankin? No. Goldsmith claims. And goes long. Up the attacking left towards where Frisbee is. But Vidmar brings the ball under control. That's won though by the Uni winger. Can she get a ball in against Vidmar's attentions? Does so. Comley claims. 2 minutes played now of stoppages, and that's enough. It's half-time here at Service FM Stadium, and what an opening 45 minutes it was. The action started immediately with Emily Chiro putting Adelaide Uni ahead from a corner in the second minute. They started very, very well, the home side tonight, Adelaide Uni, and even threatened to add to their advantage. But Inter wrestled control back, and Cote Rojas in the 34th minute with the equaliser almost had a second and would have, but for a fantastic save by Uni keeper Evelyn Goldsmith. It's been an amazing first half. It should be every bit as good in the second 45 minutes. We're going to go to a short break, but we're looking forward to bringing you the rest of this match, the opening match of round 4 of the Apex Steel WNPLSA season. It's Adelaide University 1, Salisbury Inter 1. Stay with us, folks.
At At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price, turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Welcome football fans, one and all, to the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final. A night where history beckons. Under the lights here tonight, one team will end their years of wait and finally add another elusive star upon their crest, while the other will face heartbreak and their dreams of glory will have to wait yet another year. It's the Metro Stars Soccer Club facing up against Croydon Football Club. And we're underway here. We have a lift-off in the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final. You can hear the noise already.
Success in this game. Hopefully for him that changes tonight.
First corner of the day by Michael Chidini. Near post. Walls with a header. And it's a great save from Daniel Margosh near to his post on the right there. But it's the first chance of the day, Mark, and it's a great delivery. First again, Chidini looking for that near post. This time it's a Croydon head. Out to Satira with the volley. Not sure if the goalkeeper had sight of that one, but it's just gone past the near post.
Yeah.
Here's Oscar Slattery looking to deliver. It's a great ball in as well. Nobody's there for Croydon. And now John will try and clean this up at the back post. John on his left foot, strikes. And deflected out for the first corner for Croydon, Mark. A great delivery there from young Oscar Slattery. Again off the boot of Polly. Celebrated his 150th game this year. Out. Trimboli with a right-footed strike, and that's far and wide, but an early sider there for Croydon and their leading marksman this season, Luca Trimboli. Here's his delivery now, near post. Good defensive header. Still going to come to Hisamoto with a strike on the left. Didn't connect with that one as he would have liked, and goes far over the bar.
Yeah, they know that the fact is they've got the ability to get the ball into play, and this is where they can catch teams out.
That missed header has led it to Chidini on the edge of the box. Has a strike deflected. Porter's there. The goalkeeper is too. I think he might have been offside there, Porter, but Daniel Margosh putting himself in the danger area.
Really does a lot of hard work and a lot of work that people don't normally see a lot of.
Passio John doing the work to find Klimek free. And now it's Trimboli with a left-footed strike. Caught neatly on the volley there, but he can't find the target, Mark.
Press a little bit higher, press a little bit harder, and it's proof in the pudding now.
Back to Klimek, first time delivery. Finds all the way out to Styles, who tries to lift it far post for Slattery, wins the header. Trimboli, does he get a second opportunity? He's going to go with his left again. And now John with Nagel. John has the strike. It's just past the far post, Mark.
Supremacy with that ball and on the park.
Here's Visser back with the ball at his feet. It's a sight for Metro fans to enjoy. Woodfin now finds the free man. Satira puts a ball in. More fantastic work there from young Chris Vivian, getting in the way once again, Mark. And
The zip, and we've seen that by the fact that the passing has been fantastic.
that's an excellent ball from Cittadini to his opposing winger in Visser. He's going 1v1, trying to favour onto that left foot. It is strike, but over the bar, and it's not deflected either, as Visser's trying to claim, but
Put him in the side.
playing his 32nd game today. It's also in line with Jackson Walls and his goalkeeper there in Cody Ostrike. And the other 3 to play all games this season. Now we're in the box with Cittadini, has a strike. It's got not enough power on it as Margush can come, and he may give a word there to, looks like, here's Polly. Great deep delivery. Mapaw's there with a header. It's a great save though. Cody Ostrike down to his right. Push it out for a corner, but
Another 45, very similar to the first 45. Both teams willing to attack, both teams throwing themselves on the line to defend.
now McNamara has to deal with this. Hisamoto's going to beat him to the ball. Looks to have a strike's deflected, and it's in, Mark! Into the top right corner, and it's Maya Hisamoto who opens the scoring here in the RAA NPLSA final. And what a goal it is, Mark.
We said they've started 100 mile an hour, both teams going for it. Croydon, first team to capitalise. Noah McNamara can't clear his lines. He's gone to hook it out. Trimboli read where he was going to go, managed to get the block in. It fell kindly to Hisamoto. Then Hisamoto able to get his shot on target.
Came out on the winning side of that occasion. So far in grand finals for Metro, he's not been so lucky. There's another turnover in the middle of the park. Trimboli, his touch is loose, but he beats Gow to the ball. Now he switches it. Excellent vision from Trimboli to find Passia John. He has the strike and it's deflected. And no more great defensive work from wingers. That was Cittadini all the way back. High boot there by Martinelli, but he's going to win the ball. Looks to deliver near post. No touch forthcoming for Croydon.
Up, Ren obviously, then Nagamatsu moved on. Windsor's come in. So when you're playing a side like this, that just allows you the opportunities as well.
Right in the thick of things there with a great touch. Looking for the return by Visser. Shapes to shoot instead, and maybe that was the wrong option as it skies well over the bar. But a good first introduction there for Owen Windsor. Took the ball
who's
down.
coming off, but I think they'll be on fairly soon, unlike the delay to Owen Windsor when he made his entry due to an issue with the colour of his socks.
Ball comes in and it's a big chance there. Another switcher play by Woodfin. It's excellent to Visser. He's got to look to put a ball in here. Looks for the cutback instead. It's Cittadini. It's deflected. Going to see another chance here on the break. Greco has fed Alexander Good. But his shot is deflected out, and there was some good defending there by Metro Stars.
Exactly.
Yeah, they will take him on and look for the pass. He looks for the pass instead. And he spun well there, Windsor. And it's Cittadini with only the goalkeeper to beat. Takes it past him. And he can't find the back of the net. It's cleared off the line there by Vivian. But it's still alive here for Metro. And they'll win in the Shield final as well. So he's a man for the big occasion. And he might be the one to finish things off here tonight. But struggling to clear their lines here at Croydon. Visser trying to find the feet at Windsor. He's in behind, takes it past another one at Windsor. Too close to the goalkeeper, and Croydon will clear, Mark. But they're really pushing up. Can Croydon seal things off here with a second? Delivery into the box. It's dangerous, and it's just over. Additional time.
I was going to say that was just announced around the ground, the 6 minutes, and that's the boos from Croydon side of the grandstand.
D'Angelo's in the box now. Looking for a cross, and it's in! It's Woodfin, the hero! The Americans got them back in the clash, Mark. And it's at the death here. He's just nicked into the near post. We said it might have been too late, but it's never too late for the Americans.
No, we always said it might be too late, but Metro have always got the opportunity. You can never write them off. And we thought that was a little bit odd that Woodfin was getting the ball rolling quickly, but it allowed McNamara to swing that ball into the far post. D'Angelo fighting, and we're going to head to extra time by the looks of it.
What a moment for Metro Stars. They're back in this game, and we look like we're heading to extra time, but there's still 5 minutes to play here, Mark. And by all means, there could be more chances. Still in the box, and it's another goal! And it's Andre Cole, the hero for Croydon! We thought it was over, but it's not over, and Croydon look like they're going to go all the way to the win.
We can't say that now. We cannot say that now. We've just seen 2 goals in the space of a minute.
We said he was the man for the big occasions, Andre Cole, and he hasn't had too many this year, but this could be the biggest for him. Goals in grand finals. Who else do you call for but Mr. Andre Cole, Mark?
He's had a rough season. He's just come up and possibly won it for Croydon. Passage on. All the hard work he's put in this whole game. Puts in an absolute delightful ball.
McNamara can clear. Only to Martinello. A slip. Greco. Can he seal it with a third? It's deflected and it's going to be a corner, Mark. That's another clearance. And the whistle's in the mouth of Regis Quefalek, and your champions for 2025 are Croydon FC. After 8 long years of wait, the crown is finally theirs, and it's going back to Bologna, Mark. It's bedlam there on the pitch. Your 2025 REA NPLSA champions. 6th-time champions of SA here. And they're back on top, Croydon. The underdogs tonight, but they're going to be heroes for years.
Come on, light up.
Is everyone ready to play?
I think something most people don't realise about being a referee is how rewarding it actually is, and like the amount of friends and mates you make along the way. Like, it's just a really great community. I was really nervous. I just got a random call up and I went out to the ground, but it was really great. Like, I had great support my first game, and it was really good to just be surrounded by people who did support me. I love officiating football because it's really rewarding, and like, it's a great way to be still a part of the game even if you aren't playing. I think my "this is why I do it" moment was this year actually. I made my debut as an A-League official, and just being in front of like a big crowd was really cool to have experience, and it clicked in that moment. I was like, yeah, this is 100% why I do it. I have a great support system like here at FSA behind me. I would 100% say to someone who was thinking of becoming a referee to absolutely just go for it. Like, it's not as scary as you think it might be. Like, it's really good.
And that gets us the halftime score of Adelaide Uni 1, Salisbury Inter 1. Well, this is the first of 3 matches this evening. At 8 o'clock at Jack Smith Park, it's Burkalla against Comets. And later on here at Service FM Stadium, starting around 8:15 p.m, I'll be bringing you the match between second place Football SA NTC and Flinders United. That should be an absolute beauty as well. Two games tomorrow. Modbury Vista against Metro Stars at New Spot Stadium at 3:15 p.m, and at 4:45 it's West Adelaide against Campbelltown City at Kilburn. We're just about to get ready to resume here. Inter in their away white strip, and they'll be kicking from left to right to the southern or city end in this second half. And it is Rojas over the ball. Her first game of the season, injured for the first 3 rounds, but never really takes Cote Rojas too long to get on the board. Inter have the ball back with their keeper Comley. Up the wing now. It's gone to Sophie Burke, but Vidmar was quick to read that. Has Richardson behind her. And Comley now over in the Rojas direction. But Simmons is there. Good interception there by DeMarco. Bouchereau in the way. Box has it for Inter. Coimpsis. Looking for Rojas up the wing. And Simmons plays it safe. Rojas gives it back to Coimpsis. Oh, and that ball's gone back to KO for Uni, who can now switch it across to Burke. Good interception, but it's going to be won there by Maudsley, who looks like she's dropped into a deeper position in this half. And it's won there by Freer. Fuji. Ball forward by DeMarco. Finds Rankin. DeMarco now. KO's going to cut that off. Frisbee, that's a good ball in, and that's a really important interception by Fuji, but it's fallen the way. Oh, it was nearly KO's. It's been swept back. They can't get the shot away. KO wasn't quite in position. Let off there for Inter. Now Burke comes forward and brings it inboard. Richardson can't get there and swept away by DeMarco. Panagakos tries to put it back into the hot spot, but it's broken back out towards Rojas. And Hewitt now rides the challenge of KO there. Coimpsis is on the overlap. Wants to get it back up towards Hewitt. That's gone out for a throw in. An early opening there for Uni. Nearly had a goal just as early in the second half as they did in the first, but it's still 1-1. Here's KO, player who nearly scored. They're trying to work it up the right-hand side, but it's been good defensive work. Oh, Panagakos just swung and missed, and Rojas wasn't able to return the ball there to Brooks, and Hewitt runs out of space. Here's King. It's been won by Fuji. Box. DeMarco. Rankin. Gives it back. Here's Box again. Under pressure from King. Good pressure from Uni, just making sure that Inter weren't able to pass their way to midfield there. Fuji. Oh, that's a good ball up the wing, and that was an important intervention there by Burke and Frisbee. Burke trying to get the ball up forward, but in the end is forced to play it out. And it's a throw in for Vidmar. Headed inboard by Rankin, but Bouchereau can put a foot through there. Puts a bit of pressure on Freer. Richardson just trying to burst through, but well won by DeMarco. Now, here's Simmons. That is almost certainly going to be offside. No, the flag has stayed down. Oh, it's gone up now. Yeah, Frisbee had gotten a long way there, but as we're getting used to in recent years, the assistant doesn't always flag until the player has the ball. So it's an Inter free kick. Comley up towards Box, and Box will win the free kick there. Inter trying to do what they did in round 2, come back from a goal down to win. They've got part of the way there with that Cote Rojas equaliser. Freer's free kick. Headed on by Rankin, but away by Borton. Falls to Box, Panagakos. KO gets it out to Simmons. King. Does well KO to get it back to King. Just trying to get it out towards Simmons, who wanted to get the ball forward to Frisbee. But Freer is going to be able to play that back. Really has been an entertaining game if you've just joined us. Really looking forward to what the rest of this second half is going to bring. Feel like Inter have settled really well into the match after starting on the back foot, but Uni did have a chance early, and they nearly had another one there, but the flag's gone up against Savannah Frisbee. Comley now with the free. Plays it out to Coimpsis, who's got a bit of time. Closed down now. Oh, and that's a really good win there by Simmons. Now the flag will stay down this time. Frisbee has a bit of space, has risen in the middle. Frisbee! Straight to Comley on that occasion, but not a bad effort. Fuji. Under pressure there from King and just works it back to Comley. Vidmar. DeMarco. Oh, and under pressure there is Rankin. DeMarco's just going to have to clear. Here's the throw in for Burke. King is trying to make a run, but it's intercepted. Burke under pressure, but has the throw. Now, Richardson offered, but it's going to go up further, up in the direction of King. It's out for another throw. Burke now finds King. It's run on. Frisbee gets the cross in. No, it's blocked. And it'll be another throw right up next to the corner flag this time for Adelaide Uni. Breeze just picking up a little bit, as you can see from the flag near Sophie Burke. It's blowing more across the pitch than it is towards either goal. And this throw is into the wind, and as you can see, though, it hasn't stopped Burke getting direction. KO. Free, a really, really important clearance there, and a win the free kick. Oh, Salisbury Inter feel like historically almost replaced Adelaide as a leading side. Uni, a great side in the second half of the 2010s. Just when Salisbury Inter were making their way into this competition. And in 2019, both these teams were in the finals. And Salisbury Inter won a finals match for the very first time against Adelaide Uni. And then the fortunes of Uni really started to go in the wrong direction. Been a tough 2020s for them, and at times their survival's been right on the line. But as you can see, they've got a pretty good side here now. Burke with the shot, doesn't quite get hold of it. And this looks like being their best team since that 2019 season when they were in the finals with Salisbury Inter. Inter, of course, have had a hugely successful period since then. 5 senior trophies, treble in 2021, and the championship in both 2023 and 2024. Vidmar. Box. Back to Vidmar, but good pressure there by King means that Vidmar goes back to her keeper. His box again. Comley. Fuji. As often happens, Fuji dropping really close to the defence, sometimes almost as a third centre-back. Here goes Burke. Oh, that's well won by Box. But runs into trouble, and KO wins it for Uni. KO wants to get the ball out onto the right-hand side. Flag's gone up against Frisbee. We played just over 11 minutes in this second half on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. It's Adelaide Uni 1, Salisbury Inter 1. And we thank our partners. Apex, official knowing rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. Inter have it on their attacking left. Panagakos puts it back up towards where Coimpsis is. Coimpsis can't quite keep that in. And that's going to be a throw for Molly Simmons. Can Coimpsis get it back on terms? Gets it to DeMarco. Box. Here's Brooks. Coimpsis. In the road there was Borton. Battling away there is Hewitt. Rojas. Box. Really liking her game today. Commentator's curse is real. And now the ball has come a long way for Comley had come a long way out there to make sure that she got to the ball ahead of Savannah Frisbee. I'm never ever going to say something nice about a player again. Almost always leads to an error. Here's the throw in. Battling there is Fuji and Frisbee. Panagakos. Now, here's an opportunity for Maudsley. That's a good ball out wide for the advancing Simmons. It's just gone too far ahead of Simmons and out for a throw. Better spell here by Adelaide. Kept the ball in their attacking half. And now they've got an opportunity. Here's a chance. And that was a pretty good hit there by Frisbee, but Comley was able to claim. That's another good challenge there, this time by Richardson, who swapped wings with Frisbee. Throw in for Vidmar. DeMarco. Nearly dispossessed by Richardson. Good pressure by Adelaide Uni. Just not letting Inter get out. Vidmar's throw. Burke is there. Big clearance there by Rankin towards Rojas, but that's a good header by Borton. And Bouchereau helps the ball out. Vidmar with a throw. We're just about closing in on the hour mark here at Service FM Stadium in the first match of round 4 of the Apex Steel WNPL. Vidmar. That's a good throw all the way up to Rojas, who brings it under control. Rankin. Box. Rojas. Bouchereau wins it. Oh, but the clearance has gone straight to Brooks, who tries to take it on early. Rojas is down here. Might have just taken a bump as players contested for the ball, but she's back on her feet. Goldsmith with the kick. Rankin to come up and win that for Inter, but Might have given away a foul in the process. Going to be a uni ball. Oh, I think this is a pretty difficult one from here. And both of these sides have shown periods where they've been in the ascendancy. Both of them have shown that they can create chances. Inter has it with their keeper and captain tonight, Matilda Comley. Lexi Knox on the subs bench. Possibly just to take care of an injury. Had to come off the field last week, the regular Inter captain. There's the uni captain, Panagakos. That ball's going to go a bit too far ahead of King. Comley. Up towards Rankin. Cushion there by Bouchereau. Panagakos to Richardson. King. Panagakos. Header there by Fuji and Coimpsis for Inter, and Panagakos again pushing it out towards the wing that Frisbee is on. And she's able to keep it in. Frisbee now. Up against Coimpsis. Cross headed by DeMarco. Here's KO. Good challenge by Hewitt. And away by Freer. Panagakos gets it out to the right-hand side. Frisbee again. KO. Panagakos. That's a good switch because Burke has some time and space. Burke now. Looking to get past Vidmar. Has been forced away from goal and wins the corner. Chance for Adelaide Uni with the set piece again. The way they opened the scoring was a corner from their attacking left. At the other end, of course. It's a huge 3 points, you feel, even this early in the season. Two sides that have absolutely been among the competition's best in these opening rounds. And looking to keep some momentum going. Uni have their players mostly behind the back post again. For KO's corner. Once again, Richardson stands in front of Comley. It's into the hot spot. And I think it's been headed in by I think Bouchereau's done it again. Adelaide Uni score from a corner for the second time. And they lead for the second time. Well, Emily Bouchereau, you would not have picked to be tonight's main goal scorer, but there it is. It's her second. And some credit to Burke as well, who did well to win the corner in the first place, and to Chinatsu Ko, whose deliveries have been superb. Now, ball forward towards Rankin, but it's cleared. Time for Comley. Now, can Rojas get a run on here? Borton wins it. Hewitt. Coimpsis. Gets a good return ball here to Hewitt. And that's not a bad cross, but oh, Goldsmith has lost it. Rojas! Oh! Sorry, it was Marcella Brooks there who scored 5 in the opening 3 rounds and was in position to make it 6 and has put it over. Goldsmith with an uncharacteristic error in the first place to present that chance, and is able to take the goal kick. DeMarco. Oh, Richardson's there, and trying to put it through there was King, but it's gone through to Comley, who goes long. It's going to bounce over Panagakos. Oh, that's a really good... flag's gone up against Rojas, though. I was going to say it was a really good flick on there for Brooks. But free kick to Uni for the offside. Goldsmith launches early. Well, that's a nice touch on by King, because Richardson's going to be able to get there. Richardson turns inboard. 2 players for company. King. No foul. And the shot from Richardson. Just going to be a stoppage here. King is down. And Uni look like making a change. I don't know if it's a plan change or if they're looking to bring King off now. Could have been King that was the plan change, but let's have a look at what they look at doing here. King's back up. And play can continue. Long from Comley. Bouchereau wins it. Vidmar. It's just gone out. It's going to be an inter throw off Richardson. Bouchereau's header. Vidmar. Good challenge there by Richardson. And that throw is going to be headed away, but Rankin puts it back into his way. Brooks. Oh, that's a good ball. Can Rojas get there this time? Rojas with the chip. Oh, and it's taken away Bouchereau, and it's going to be scored. It's going to be scored for Inter by Hewitt. It's 2-2. Claudia Hewitt gets her second of the season, and this match is continuing to deliver. Well, I'll tell you what, this is just about a candidate for match of the season so far. And it still has over 20 minutes to run. But I hope you're enjoying this one. I'm sure you are if you're watching it. Bouchereau under pressure here from Brooks. Goldsmith goes long. And long enough to get it to Frisbee. King trying to get the return ball and trying to get it through to Maudsley. Rankin gets it back to Comley for Inter. Burke's under it. The ball's gone straight up from the header, but she's able to go again. DeMarco now. Gets it back to her keeper. Here's Box. Brings it under control, under pressure, does well. Long from DeMarco. Bouchereau with the header. Oh, and just a bit of a miscue from Rankin, but it might work out. Hewitt nearly there. KO there for Uni. The ball's going to spin Panagakos' way. She wants to get it over for Richardson. Richardson to battle with Vidmar again. Plays it across to KO. It's a good ball. KO now. KO wants to pull the trigger on the left. It's intercepted. Back with Panagakos. Panagakos goes the shot. Oh, it's a good one too. And Comley had to tip it over the bar. But it's a corner for Uni, and as we've seen, they have been superb in these situations. Both their goals coming from corners. Can they do it again? Well, I think they wanted to go and take it from their attacking left because that's the route that has delivered both goals. Bayo is going to have to go to the right-hand side from an Adelaide Uni point of view. Once again, they set up as they have in previous corners. Richardson standing on the keeper, Panagakos on the front post, the rest of the players behind the back post. Here's KO's delivery. It'll be a bit wind assisted on this occasion. And it's a return ball there from Maudsley, and KO just wanted to swing it in on the left but didn't quite get hold of it on that occasion. And it's a goal kick. It's going to be a change for Adelaide Uni. And it's going to be Talia Gromball, who was playing for Inter in these last 2 seasons. She's going to come on to face her former side, and it's a like-for-like change positionally because she comes on for Molly Simmons. Both players normally playing in the right back position. Now here's Box. Comley. Up towards the attack, but Burke was in the way. Rankin wins it back. Comley this time finds Rankin again, who just wants to get it forward. It's a little bit up and under, but Vidmar's there. And Vidmar's ball finds its way through to Brooks. Brooks gets it through to Rojas. Rojas now has just been forced away, but gets the cross in. Oh, and down went the Inter forward there. There were claims for a penalty, but nothing doing. Box has it again. Here's Brooks trying to take on Maudsley. 2 Americans going against each other. It's a free kick to Inter. Chance for Fuji. And plenty of tall timber for Inter if the delivery's good from Fuji. It is, but that was really well done by Goldsmith. Just accelerated from her line to come and claim. And she's gone long to sort of try to create a one-on-one situation. And it's a chance here, and it's hit the bar. It was an amazing attempt there by Frisbee. And Comley might have a problem here because her and Frisbee collided from that attempt at goal. And while all this is happening, Zoe Jackson is waiting to come on for Inter, but we're going to have a bit of a stoppage here. Now, Inter haven't named a reserve keeper if there's a problem for Comley. So they may have a bit of a problem here. She is sitting up though, and might be okay. Uni players have been called in by Duncan Song for a quick word while this stoppage is happening. And Uni are going to make a change as well. They're getting Poppy Clark ready. Player who's joined them from Football SA NTC. In fact, they might be making a couple of changes here. Clark is going to come on for Charlie King. Matilda Comley is back on her feet and looks okay to continue. Well, the width of the bar was all that prevented Uni from taking the lead. But, well, I'm sure if you've seen all of this game, you know that it could really go either way here. Both teams have been very, very close since the score was 2-2. DeMarco wants to play it inboard to Jackson, who's just come on. And in to get it away under pressure. Brooks trying to hold on. Bouchereau gets a foot in there. Box. Now there's runners here for Inter, and it can get to Vidmar, but coming across there was Borton. Here's Brooks. Wants to chip the ball in the Rojas direction. Away by Gromball. Now, can Richardson get onto it? I think it's going to beat her out. Throw in. Comley. Up the right-hand side looking for Brooks. Won it, but it's gone out. Throw in. DeMarco's there. Burke, that's a good touch. Now, the flag has gone up against Frisbee. And once again, very, very close to getting the other side of the defence. Headed on by Brooks there. Panagakos, ball's gone high. Won by Maudsley. Richardson. That's going to be an Inter throw. Vidmar. Ball's gone out off Maudsley. Now that's a really good throw by Brooks to get Cote Rojas going. Who puts it across the goal, and oh, it's just run a little bit too far. Just past Hewitt's feet. That's how close it was. What a throw by Marcella. Brooks just powered it down the line. Almost with the force of a kick. Now, that ball's been put through there by Maudsley and has given Frisbee something to chase. It's going to stay in. It's end-to-end action here. Frisbee towards Richardson. And that's going to be claimed by Comley, who seems okay after that knock. Comley now heard the countdown, put the ball down. Of course, the 8-second count that we have under the new rules. Panagakos has it, goes the shot. Straight to Comley. Inter continually trying to play their way through, but this time Comley goes the throw, but Panagakos is there and Box is there for Inter. Jackson. Good play there by Maudsley. Burke puts it up the line, but that's going to go out. We're in the 80th minute on the One World LED and Sportal Systems scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor digital display solutions. It's Adelaide Uni 2, Salisbury Inter 2, and an absolute classic here at Service FM Stadium. And we thank our partners, Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. Ball from Panagakos. Across to Gromball. KO tries to get full. And the flag is up again against Savannah Frisbee. There's going to be a change here for Inter. And it's Jasmine Forward to come on. That's a pretty good example of how deep this Inter squad is, that they can bring on a player like Forward. She's going to replace Claudia Hewitt. We'll probably go to the attacking left. Here's the goal, free kick, I should say. Header by DeMarco. Gets over to Rojas. Borton just slices the clearance a bit. Gromball's going to get there first. Rojas in attention. Goes to Kawimsis for Inter. Up the wing. Jackson. Back to Kawimsis. Free. Panagakos in the way. His forwards there. And it's a free kick to Inter. They take it quickly. Brooks, but Bouchereau's there. There's the return ball from Rojas. Brooks heads on. Now, Vidmar wanting to get it through Rojas. Bouchereau in the way again. Jackson tries to bring it under control. Robbed by Panagakos. But there's Fuji for Inter. Now, that's a really nice ball. Gives Brooks a chance here. Brooks goes the shot! Saved by Goldsmith. Goes long. Header by Vidmar. Throw into Burke. Now, chance here for Inter to win the corner. And they have. Here goes KO again. Can they make it 3 goals? All from corners from their attacking left, Adelaide Uni. And the first 2 so far, both scored by Emily Bouchereau. Into the teeth of the wind. Fuji. Players crowding into the 6-yard box, but on that occasion, the delivery wasn't as it had been for previous corners, and Inter have the goal kick. Inter have played been involved in some terrific matches this year already. That 2-1 loss they had to West last week was an absolute cracker of a game, and this one has been too. Jackson. Now, Brooks is the other side of Bouchereau. Bouchereau got a foot in there and won the ball fairly, according to referee Pryor. It was an important intervention. Panagakos trying to get the ball. Bouchereau with another header. Gromball goes long. DeMarco for Inter. Kawimsis gets it back, but here's a chance for Richardson! Saved by Comley! A crucial save, but the pressure's not over yet. Here comes KO winning it for Uni. Into throw. It's all happening at Service FM Stadium. Vidmar now. Here's Burke for Uni. Maudsley. Plays it into the corner. Goal kick. Will one of these teams break through? You feel like there will be chances for it to happen. DeMarco. That's good inboard. Touched by Jackson. Fuji. That's a really good ball for Brooks. Brooks now bears down on goal. Brooks! Oh, great save again by Goldsmith. It's a corner for Inter. Brooks has yet to fail to score in a game this season, but yet to get one in this game. You wouldn't rule her out, though. Here goes the corner. Jackson going towards it. Goldsmith gets a hand away. It's going to come out to Freer, who can reload. Chips it back in. Rojas is onside. Trying to wheel her way into the area. Still Rojas. Up against Gromball. Wins the corner. No, it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. And Uni will be able to relieve the pressure. 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Goldsmith will go long. Now it's going to come towards DeMarco, who gets it away in Fuji. But Panagakos is there for Uni and just hooks it over to try to give Burke something to chase, which she does. But Vidmar will get there first and just put it out for a throw. Maudsley comes to take it. Richardson offers. That's where it goes. And it's cleared. Box helps it away. Panagakos. Well done, Jackson coming through. The ball's just spun away there, but from Coimpsis. I think it's going to be a goal kick. It is. Comley, not going to use the short option on this occasion. Goes out towards where Coimpsis is, who heads it on. Panagakos for Uni. And they're going to get a throw from the Freer clearance. Coimpsis heads it out again. And so keen to get on with it. Talia Gromball that she hurdles the fence to get the ball. Both these sides think they can win it. Make no mistake about that. Forward. Coimpsis. Ball's gone out. Gromball with the throw again. Up towards Maudsley, but Fuji's in the way and Fuji clears. Up towards Rojas, who tries to turn. Panagakos gets away. And again. Fuji. This time it's Bouchereau with the clearance. The ball stayed in. Borton makes sure. Into the last 2 minutes of the regular 90. Panagakos with the big clearance. It's probably going to be a free kick to Freer. Challenged there by Frisbee, but it's Frisbee who's come off worst on this occasion and might need to be seen to. Well, just a reminder that a few minutes after this game ends, you can stay with Football SA broadcasts because at 8:15 p.m, or probably start just a couple of minutes after that, will be the second game at this venue. That's between Football SA, NTC and Flinders United. I'll be bringing you that as well. If you want to watch it, when this game ends, come off this stream and you can find the Football SA NTC versus Flinders United stream through FSA Leagues on YouTube. Headed by Maudsley, headed on by Richardson. Frisbee holds on well, trying to get Richardson going again. In to have it through Freer. Forward. Plays it up to Rojas. Under pressure from Borton. Throw in for Inter. Uni want to make a change. And it's going to be Bree Hammersley that comes on. Just have to wait for the substitution to be made before play can continue. Frisbee off for Uni. It's been huge in this half. Selena Cravo is going to come on for Inter in place of Georgia Box, who's had a very, very busy game as well. Now we can restart. We are in stoppage time. There'll be a few minutes though for sure. Kawimsis to come and take the throw on the attacking left for Inter. Borton's header. Rojas for Inter. And Bouchereau with another clearance. We've played one extra minute, but you would think there'd be at least 3 or 4 more because we have had a couple of injury breaks. And we can start again. Here's Cravo getting a first touch. Ball come to forward. Cravo wanting to get the shot away. Bouchereau in the way again. And the shot straight at Goldsmith, who gets it up to the attacking left to Richardson, who's also just run herself into the ground tonight. Burke to come and take it. Richardson is one option. KO is the other. Goes towards KO. Oh, it's come off Jackson. DeMarco's going to need to save the ball from potentially going out from a corner. And does so. Throw in for Burke. Richardson offers again. So does KO. KO. Can she try the corner? It's cleared again by the Inter defence, that time by DeMarco, who took a bit of a knock in the process. And we may have another stoppage here. Back on her feet, DeMarco, who's been playing at centre back. Can also play as a fullback, Gabby DeMarco, but in the heart of the defence tonight. Burke's throw. Headed away by Vidmar. Now, Cravo gets the ball up nicely towards Brooks. Put out by Borton. Brooks wants to get on with it and take the throw powerfully to Rojas again, and does. Rojas just tried to hook it over the shoulder, but it's with Goldsmith. Goes very, very long. And that might have been out last off DeMarco. So it's a Uni ball. We've played 3 minutes and 40 seconds of stoppage time. Burke comes up to take the throw. Uni pushing for a late winner. Headed inboard by Richardson. Now, a chance for Clark to get onto it, but it's come to Panagakos. Tilly on ball. Clark, the flag's gone up. It was a good save by Comley. Had to make it just in case. But the flag had gone up against Poppy Clark. Comley now. How much more time will be added? We've played 4.5 extra minutes nearly. Gromble hooks it away. Panagakos tries to help it on. Now can Richardson get the other side of the defence? Richardson up against DeMarco. Richardson! It's just wide! Unbelievable. Huge let off for Inter. They were staring down the potential of going down 3-2 right at the death. But Richardson's shot was just the wrong side of the post from a Uni point of view. And now Inter might try and get it forward through Coimpsis to Brooks. Important interception by Bouchereau. Once again, Brooks gets it over for Rojas. Rojas wanting to bring it inboard. Borton's there. And a chance for forward. Oh, didn't get hold of it. And that is full time in what has been an absolutely superb match here at Service FM Stadium. Chances either way. Both teams could have won it. But in the end, perhaps the right result for what we've seen here this evening. Adelaide Uni twice taking the lead in this game. In the second minute through Bouchereau and again in the 64th minute through the same player. Both of those goals coming from corners. But Cote Rojas equalised in the 34th minute. And then a second equaliser by Claudia Hewitt in the 67th. Some huge chances for both teams to win the game in the dying minutes. But neither of them were able to take one, which means the final score here in the first match of round 4 of the Apex Steel WNPLSA is Adelaide University 2, Salisbury Inter 2. As I said, come off the stream of this game and join us for the match starting in a few minutes' time between Football SA, NTC and Flinders United. Looking forward to taking you through that one as well.